Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Place Academy for Civil Services. It's a video on Fortnite Current Affair, also known as FCA. And this FCA includes 10 important news that were relevant for the entire fortnight. This is Fortnite 2. We releases two fortnight every month. The first fortnight is being released on second Sunday, and the second fortnight is released on fourth Sunday. Right? So this is Fortnite 2 for the month of April. The FCA include three important coverages, that is from the Hindu, Indian Express, and the PIB. So without any further delay, let's get started. So these are the list of the topic that I'll be discussing with you. 10 important fortnight news that is relevant. And again, it is important both for the prelims as well as for the mains examination. If you are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, if you find this video informative and helpful, do not forget to press a like button. So starting with the first news or article, you can say that is Niti Aayog releases Energy and Climate Index. Recently, the Niti Aayog has released the State Energy and Climate Round 1. This was an index that will help you to understand the ranking of the state in terms of the performance of energy sectors. So the index has ranked the state as well as the union territories on 6 important parameters, which include the DISCOM performances, energy efficiency, and environmental sustainability. So the three key important components include this. Now, the states would be categorized on the basis of their size, geographical differences, how large is the state, how small is the state, and what is the performance of the union territories. And the index is based on the data that was taken by the Niti Aayog. The year was 1990 to 1920. Now, aim of the index, what this particular index aims about. So, the State Energy and Climate Index is the first index that aims to track the efforts made by the state and union territories in climate and energy sectors. So, what contribution, the substantial contribution has been made both from the state as well as union territories would be the part of this index, right? So, these parameter has been ranked keeping in mind of India's goal and commitment टू द मल्टीलेटरल फोरम लाइक कोप 26 और इंडिया की और भी जो पहले से एडरेंस है कमिटमेंट है क्लाइमेट चेंज को लेकर के उसकी तरफ एक वे फॉरवर्ड या फिर एक डायरेक्शंस होगी जो कि इंडिया एक रोड मैप बना करके आगे बढ़ रही है. टॉप परफॉर्मेंस स्टेट्स की अगर बात करें, गुजरात इज द स्टेट विच इज रैंक्ड वन अमंग द लार्जेस्ट स्टेट फॉर द स्टेट एनर्जी एंड क्लाइमेट इंडेक्स रिपोर्ट, फॉलोड बाय केरला एंड पंजाब. दे हैव रैंक्ड ऑन द टॉप. अगर वर्स्ट स्टेट्स की बात करें कैटेगरी में तो झारखंड, मध्य प्रदेश, दीज आर द वर्स्ट परफॉर्मेंस इन द ओवरऑल कैटेगरी. स्मॉलेस्ट स्टेट में बेस्ट परफॉर्मर इज गोवा विच हैज इमर्ज्ड एज अ टॉप परफॉर्मर, फॉलोड बाय त्रिपुरा एंड मणिपुर. और अगर यूटीज की बात करें देन चंडीगढ़, दिल्ली, दमन दीव एंड नागर नगर हवेली आर द टॉप परफॉर्मर्स इन द यूनियन टेरिटरीज लिस्ट. अदर जो कैटेगरीज की रैंकिंग है, पंजाब वाज द बेस्ट परफॉर्मर इन द डिस्कॉम परफॉर्मेंस, Kerala topped the excess affordability and reliability category. Haryana was the best performance in clean energy initiatives, and even Tamil Nadu in the energy efficiency category. So if you're preparing for any state or competitive examination, you can use this. These are the factual information that can help you for the state PCS examination as well. Now, microplastic in Kaveri rivers. This is something which is detrimental to environment. We'll see and understand the importance and significance of the microplastics and how this is creating a problem to the marine ecosystem as well. So according to the latest data which was published by the ISC, pollutants like ISC ने publish किया जिन्होंने बताया कि जो micropollutants हैं like microplastics are causing death to the fishes and even जो skeleton deformities है कावेरी रिवर में वो काफ़ी ज़्यादा पाई गई. So the study was published in the journal Ecotexology, right? This is something which concern the environmental safety. And the research are trying to understand the microplastic that enter the host. Now, even water की अगर बात करें, that is essential for everyone, not only for us, but from marine ecosystem also. The water, essential water, the clean water is very important, right? That include animal and plants as well. So water की ज़रूरत सभी को है. And even when it's come to the pollutions, it is capable of causing diseases and cancer as well. मैं microbits या microplastics की बात कर रहा हूँ. Now, comprehensive study of the pollutions. This was done by ISC. They have conducted a comprehensive study on pollutions and it potentially affect the fish. This is what the report has to quote. And they collected the water sample from different locations varying the speed, water flow and even the ये देखा गया किस तरह से वाटर की मूवमेंट है, फास्ट मूवमेंट है, स्लो मूवमेंट है या फिर स्टैग्नेंट है. ये सारे कैटेगरीज की जगह से सैंपल कलेक्ट की गई हैं एंड देन द डेटा एंड रिपोर्ट वाज प्रिपेयर्ड. Now, part of this, the team has analyzed the physical and chemical parameters of the water sample. The exception was again there. So, अगर बात करें dissolved oxygen की, whose level is much more than needed. So, ये कुछ ऐसे parameters हैं जो check करते हैं कि actual में water की health क्या है. Now, water of these cities have microbes such as Cyclop, Daphnia, Cyphogara, Spirocheta and E. coli. So, ये कुछ ऐसे microorganism हैं जो कि indicators हैं bio water contaminations के. So, if it is being asked in examination, already UPSC ने 2016 या 17 में questions पूछे हुए हैं about the pollutants which can act as the indicators, right? So for you it is important to note this and अगर questions आता है तो आप इस तरह से attempt कर पाएंगे. Now Raman spectrography is a part. Using a technique called Raman spectrography, the team has detected the microplastics जहाँ पे minute plastic से लेकर के जो invisible naked eyes तक की plastic है उनको लिया गया functional में and they used the chemical called cyclohexyl functional group. That is an atom in the compound that determined the chemical properties of the microplastics. So these are some of the important, basically you can say the technology upgradation that has come. So if a question is asked in UPSC about the Raman spectrography and its utility, you can easily able to answer that. And the second part of the study, the team had investigated the pollutants, which has developed the abnormalities in the wild fish. And these defects were seen in the microbes also, suggesting the microplastics such as cyclohexyl functional group is creating problem for the fishes. And the researchers had also taken the unstable molecule known as ROS, that is reactive oxygen species of the cells of the fish that was developed abnormally. So एक ऐसी holistic coverage की गई है so that we can overcome the problem of the decremental effect to the water and even how it is impacting the marine fisheries and how it is impacting the entire ecosystem. Now UGC allows two university degrees at once. This is something important for your general studies paper 3, that is the mains. Recently UGC ने approve किया है कि एक student dual degree ले सकता है. Now you would be able to go for 2 dual degree at once. One should be online, another should be offline, right? So this is what the permission has been given by the University Grant Commission. And this policy is aligned with the new education policy, or you can say national education policy that was recently launched by the government, right? तो इस तरह से चीज़ों को की गई है ताकि मल्टीपल स्किल एक्वायरिंग हो सके और बच्चों को उसका बेनिफिट मिले. Possible outcomes क्या है? The student who pursue the academic program full time mode can have an open or distinct program. अगर कोई एक individual regular courses में enroll कर रहा है, then he can have an option that he can go for open learning also and he can go for the distance learning also. So these are the options that would be left with the student. Now the student can join the program that is in the physical mode in any university and other in the online. So ये दो options combinations हैं जो आप कर सकते हैं. The third choice is that student can pursue 2 online degree simultaneously. एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया की अगर बात करें, अटेंडेंस ज़रूरी है, मैंडेटरी होगी. जिस भी आप फिजिकल क्लासेस में होंगे वहाँ अटेंडेंस आपकी मैंडेटरी होगी. एंड द स्टूडेंट हु परस्यू द स्पेशलाइज्ड डिग्री इन द डोमेन would be required to have the minimum criteria fulfilled, right? But again, it is widespread that the college and university would have to take the call. And since the academic programs and minimum attendance is mandatory, the student will have to take the examination as well. तो आपको अपने attendance की criteria पूरी करनी होगी ताकि आप examination दे पाए. Now, merits of the decision, the UGC chairman said that the guidelines are the part of implementations of the new education policy that seeks to provide the education multidisciplinary course of actions हो और जो new education policy की जो alignment है nationally उसको भी meet किया जा सके. It is essentially to allow students simultaneously to opt for the 2 program, that is on undergraduate level, diploma level or post-graduation level. Now the other news, India is getting the first bullet train. You can have a look at this bullet train. This is what that would be coming up to India in collaboration with Japan. The National Highway Speed Rail Corporation, they have said that the bullet train trial would be conducted very soon and the speed that is going to be there in India is 350 kilometers, right? So the first such trial is going to start from Bilimora and Surat by 2026 in Gujarat. So जो National Rail Speed Rail Corporations हैं उन्होंने कहा that 250 pillars has been built between Bilmora and Surat region. Slab track system बनाई जा रही है, एक advanced system है जो कि HSR technology use करती है. This technology again important एंड ये ऐसी पेटेंटेड टेक्नोलॉजी है जो जापान यूज़ करती है. द ट्रेन रनिंग एट द स्पीड ऑफ 350 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर अंडर द यूजिंग डिज़ाइन एंड प्रोसीजर्स. कंस्ट्रक्शन इज बिंग डन जहाँ पे फुल स्पैन लॉन्चिंग मेथड्स जो है वो भी यूटिलाइज की जा रही है ताकि पूरी कंस्ट्रक्शंस को एक रिवैम्प किया जा सके और स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ इंडिया में बुलेट ट्रेन्स को लाया जा सके. Now, trains, features of the train. The bullet train will have less time to check it, more leg space, and even connectivity की अगर बात करें, it will have some of the important aspects like that was denied on the onboard aeroplanes. It is a big game changer for the competition that would be coming to the aviation sector, and this will even have fare that is part to the aviation, right? तो कहीं ना कहीं लोगों को अपने टाइम सेव करने में एक efficient logistics system मिलेगी. They can travel, and even the consumer will have an experience where free luggage limit would be also provided to an individual. Now, looking at the world longest railway network, सबसे ज़्यादा जो ट्रेन नेटवर्क है वो चाइना के पास है, followed by Spain, Japan and France. These are the 5 important countries, and the last include Germany. और इंडिया अभी इस लिस्ट में, इस लीग में नहीं है, because we have just started with the bullet train. It will take another down the line 20 years for India to come into the list. Bullet train corridor total 508 kilometers की है, and it will take almost 2 hours 58 minutes between Ahmedabad to Mumbai and covering 8 stations from Surat and 4 stations in Maharashtra. Now, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs have given a nod to Gram Swaraj scheme. So recently, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, also known as CCEA, which is again headed by the Prime Minister himself, they have given a proposal that the government would be extending the Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, right? पूरा एम क्या है कि जो गवर्नमेंट की कैपेबिलिटीज़ है पंचायती राज इंस्टीट्यूशंस को लेकर के उसको हेल्प करे, और ये है एक्सटेंड की गई है 2025 से 2026 तक के बेसिकली सेशंस के लिए फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर फाइनेंशियल ईयर. द एक्सटेंड ऑफ द स्कीम वुड कॉल फॉर मोर फंड दैट वुड बी गिवन. These are the total outlay, that is 599.11, and 37,000 would be coming from, this is coming from the center, and 2,200 would be coming from the state share. So 3,700 from the center and 2,221 from the states. क्या aim है इस पूरी स्कीम की? The scheme endeavors poverty-free livelihood options. Let's have a healthy villages should be promoted, child-free villages home, and even water-sufficient village, clean energy that should be promoted in every village, self-sufficient infrastructure, socially secure village with good governance, and endangered development in the villages. एडवांटेजेस क्या हैं इस पर्टिकुलर स्कीम की? ये अप्रूव की गई है एक्सटेंशन के लिए, जहाँ पे स्टेट्स और यूनियन टेरिटरीज दोनों में अप्रूव होंगी, एंड इट विल प्रोवाइड एन इंस्टीट्यूशनल फ्रेमवर्क फॉर द लोकल गवर्नेंस इन इंडिया विच इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द पंचायती राज सिस्टम, एंड इवन फॉर द PESA विच वॉज एक्चुअली एक्सटेंडेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट. UPSC has already asked the questions on PESA. You can check out what is this. Now the scheme will also come for 2.7 lakh crore rural bodies would be coming from the SDG development goal and call for more local governance with the focus on optimization of the available resources. So total number जो scheme में benefit होने हैं वो 2.7 lakh rural households है. No permanent post would be there. So गवर्नमेंट ने कहा है कि कोई परमानेंट ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज की पोस्ट नहीं होंगी इस चीज़ के लिए, और सारे स्टेट्स और यूटीज को टेक्निकल असिस्टेंस भी दी जाएगी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से. एंड अराउंड 60 लाख इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव वुड फंक्शन द स्टेक होल्डर इंक्लूडिंग द ट्रेडिशनल वोटर. जो बॉडीज़ हैं वो फंक्शंस करेगी ताकि डायरेक्ट बेनिफिट मिल सके उनके बेनिफिशरीज को. नाउ कैबिनेट ने अप्रूव किया है PLI फॉर टेक्सटाइल. दिस इज समथिंग अगेन इंपॉर्टेंट टू बूस्ट द सेक्टर. So recently, Cabinet has approved 61 applications with a potential of 19,000 crore rupees in the PLI, that is Production Linked Incentive Schemes. According to this, the 67 proposal that is coming would be approved, and it will give the contribution in the nation development. PLI scheme अगर textile में बात करें, this has been approved for many important aspects like MMF apparel, fabric productions and textile में technical जो assistance है उसके लिए, and even it will enhance India's capacity in terms of improving the total financial outlay. So this is the outlay that would be given 10,683, and it is expected that this would generate an amount of 8.14 lakh crore rupees in the span of 5 years. तो गवर्नमेंट ने इतनी इन्वेस्ट करने की बात की है, और इसके जो रेवेन्यू वापस मिलेंगे वो कम से कम अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 2 लाख करोड़ रुपीज़ के आसपास होंगे. The PLI scheme for the product aims to enhance the manufacturing capability, and it would have to export the select man-made fiber products. Now about PLI scheme, how does it function? We have discussed this before as well. तो पीएलआई की अगर बात करें, ये कोशिश की गई गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से ताकि ऐसी स्कीम लाया जा सके जो कंपनी को इंसेंटिवाइज करे और हमारे डोमेस्टिक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग को बूस्ट करे. Apart from inviting foreign companies, India is set to come up to encourage the local manufacturing in the country, जहाँ पे सेल्फ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट भी एस्टैब्लिश की जा सके. PLI is ready to make India more compliant in terms of WTO. जो WTO की compliances है उनको पूरी करना, and even it will ensure that it is non-discriminatory and neutral with respect to the domestic and export rules and regulations. Now, if you look into this infograph, you'll get an idea. I've told you figure. This is the figure. Fresh investment almost 19,000 crore rupees की है और ये leverage करेगी almost production को, जहाँ पे almost 3 लाख के आसपास turnover गवर्नमेंट ने anticipate किए हुए हैं. Either portal, again something very important to get your compensation in terms of any accidental that has taken place. So in order to improve and accelerate the accidental compensation, Ministry of Road and Transport ने ये Either पोर्टल स्टार्ट किया. ईधर स्टैंड फॉर ई डिटेल एप्लीकेशन रिपोर्ट. बहुत ही एडवांटेजेस होगी इसके, और आप इजीली वे में किसी भी एक्सीडेंट के डेटा को अपलोड कर पाएंगे. ऑनलाइन पोर्टल है जो कि विक्टिम फैमिलीज को भी हेल्प करेगी. एंड दिस पोर्टल विल हेल्प इन कंसल्टेशंस विद इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज. जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं, जो लॉ इन्फोर्समेंट एजेंसीज हैं, उनके पास भी सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन और डेटा शेयर होंगे. इट विल बी लिंक विद द डेटा फेस फॉर द इंस्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन शेयरिंग. इंटीग्रेटेड रोड एक्सीडेंट डेटाबेस की बात की गई है. दिस वुड बी इंटीग्रेटेड विद द इंटीग्रेटेड रोड एक्सीडेंट डेटाबेस, और इसकी जो एप्लीकेशंस हैं, मोर देन 90% ऑफ द डेटाबेस वुड बी पोस्ट डायरेक्टली बाय द ईधर. जो स्टेक होल्डर्स होंगे इसमें पुलिस, रोड अथॉरिटीज, हॉस्पिटल्स होंगे, ताकि वो सारे इन्फॉर्मेशन एक जगह एक एग्रीगेटर्स के पास ले सके. नाउ द ईधर वुड ऑल्सो एक्ट एज एक्सटेंशन फॉर द ई वर्जन ऑफ IRT. नाउ अगर इंडिया में बात करें किस तरह की डेथ्स रिपोर्ट होती है, यू कैन सी दिस इन्फोग्राफ. The number is although decreasing, but we have to take a caution because highest number of cases अभी भी इंडिया में है डेथ को लेकर के, accidental death, and this is a death per 100. You can see this figure which is again increased. This is up to 37 per 100 death. Now advantages of the Either portal. This would definitely have a multiple check and balances of the fake claim that is coming to the insurance agencies, and even it would ensure कि जो genuine cases हैं उनको तुरंत approval मिले instantly. The portal would be linked with other government portals like Vahan, and even it would have access to the driving license detail for the registration of the vehicles. Now benefits की अगर बात करें, जो investigation officers होंगे उनके पास सारा access data होगा at one place. That would help to get the complete informations, and even it will have the informations where the IO, that is the investigation officer, would have access to all the data in one locations. Details like photo, video, जो एक्सीडेंट्स के डैमेज हैं, आई विटनेसेस होंगे, ये सारी चीज़ों की जो डेटा एक जगह एक पोर्टल पे होगी. एंड इवन इट वुड बी इजी फॉर द लॉ इन्फोर्समेंट एजेंसी, द इंश्योरेंस पीपल, द हॉस्पिटल पीपल टू कलेक्ट द डेटा एंड टेक द इन्फॉर्मेशन. यूनिफॉर्म कोड फॉर मेडिकल डिवाइसेस मार्केटिंग प्रैक्टिसेस, समथिंग अगेन रेलेवेंट फॉर योर एग्जामिनेशन. Now the government has come up with, the Department of Pharmaceutical has recently published the draft Uniform Medical Marketing Practices. And this is something which will regulate the entire industry, because India was looking for such standard operating procedures which we were not having. So SOP जो है वो transparency promote करेगी in terms of medical devices that is being marketed in India. So the author issues the DOP that is waiting for the stakeholder comment. Very soon the government would be coming with a detailed law that will be again approved. AIM has draft bill to voluntary code to regulate the fair practices of the medical device industry in India. It aims to give the identity as a part of influencing marketing dynamics and pharmaceutical industries. It will ensure more credible health delivery as well as to restrain by fly night operators, जो ऐसे इंडस्ट्रीज हैं जो सिर्फ प्रॉफिट सीकिंग के पर्पस से काम कर रहे हैं, उन लोगों को अवॉइड किया जा सके. And even it will help to have a ethical marketing practices that is required. Now, need for ethical standard, although for medical professional and medical instrument manufacturer, ethics is something that is important. तो इस लॉ में कोशिश की गई है कि हर एक इंडिविजुअल को एथिकल स्टैंडर्ड के साथ रूबरू करवाया जाए, एंड दे शुड फॉलो द एथिकल स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ द हाई लेवल. द कैटेगराइजेशन ऑफ हेल्थ प्रोफेशनल वाज ब्रॉडन, इंक्लूडिंग द हेल्थ केयर इंसेंटिव यूनिट्स, जो टेक्निकलिशियंस हैं, नर्सेज हैं, उन सारे लोगों को इसके बारे में जो एथिकल स्टैंडर्ड्स हैं उनसे वाकिफ कराया जाएगा, उनको अवेयर कराया जाएगा, सो दैट दे कैन इम्प्लीमेंट एक्चुअली इन द प्रैक्टिकल. Now, this will also a big step towards furthering the patient interest, restraint from the ethical element, and restore the competitiveness in stemming the complaint of these. Now, Prime Minister urged technology to nourish children, something very significant because Prime Minister is vocal about using technology that is again helping a lot more student in our country, specifically for the children who are under age of 5 और जो 1 से लेकर के 5 तक के बच्चे हैं उनके लिए स्पेसिफिकली. So raising the concern over the malnutrition, Prime Minister ने अभी recent में address किया था एक video conference के through. He said that technology can play a huge role in terms of identifying and controlling the problem. And he said जो विद्या श्रम शिक्षा केंद्र है गांधीनगर में उसके तर्ज पे काम करने की जरूरत है and we need to use technology in part of that. यूटिलाइजिंग टेक्नोलॉजी की बात करें वाइल इंटरैक्टिंग विद द क्लस्टर रिसोर्स सेंटर मैनेजमेंट, प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने कहा कि ये सारी चीज़ों को हमें सेंसिटाइज करनी होगी एंड द कैलोरी रिक्वायरमेंट फॉर ईच एंड एवरी इंडिविजुअल ऑफ द चाइल्ड should be taken into consideration with the supplement of the nutritional foods. Addressing to the coordinators, the Prime Minister has categorically said that all coordinators and principal need to think about the program in such a way that they realize much technology can be useful in the final implementations of it. Now, important क्या है? Important physical education की अगर बात करें, this is pointing out the Vidya Samiksha Kendra which has missed out in the physical activity parameters. So the Prime Minister has said that physical education is something which should be given priority, and even for the national education policy, the government is vocal about the physical education, which call for a lot more health importance for a child. Right? So the Prime Minister has stressed how the physical education can be the part of school and not an extracurricular activities. Now, Ayush Visa for foreigner, something very important that India has come up with. Ayush Visa एक ऐसी important visas होगी जो foreign nationals को India आने के लिए allow करेगी and they can have a domestic treatment that India has been fostering for past thousands of years. तो आयुष की एक recognition मिली है world wide और WHO ने भी इसको recognize किया. So recently, while addressing to the global Ayush investment and the innovation, the Prime Minister has said that India will introduce Ayush visa for the foreign national who want to visit India, and they can have a homegrown therapy that will be given. The initiative of Ayush will boost medical tourism and traditional medicine in country. According to the Ministry of Ayush, the present turnover of the Indian Ayush Ministry is 18.8 billion, which was earlier 3.4 billion. तो ये कुछ आयुष इंडस्ट्रीज की टर्नओवर है टोटल. Now, Ayush Mark की अगर बात करें, what is this? The Prime Minister has said that Ayush would introduce an Ayush mark जो कि एक identifications देगी Ayush products को that would ensure that the quality and authenticity of the product is genuine. This will be given to the product that is using the latest technology, and even Ayush will develop a stamp to enhance the credibility, quality assurance. Basically, this is more of a quality check for the product that we are selling globally. Now, encouraging startup for agriculture, the Union Ministry for Ayush has taken steps to encourage the startup for traditional medicines, जहाँ पे इसकी collaborations हुई है All India Institute of Ayurveda. This was recently inaugurated, and in 2022, the All Startup of India has joined the Unicorn Club. Almost 14 ऐसे startups हैं जो इसने Unicorn Clubs को join किया. Unicorns वैसे startups होते हैं जिन्होंने अपनी sectors पे बहुत ही अच्छे काम किए होते हैं. For example, Make My Trip tourism में, या फिर आप ट्रैवल में बात कर सकते हैं. फिनटेक में पेटीएम ने जिस तरह से काम किया, तो ये यूनिकॉर्न्स हैं, स्टार्टअप्स हैं जिन्होंने यूनिकॉर्न की टैक्स ली हुई है. तो इस तरह से यूनिकॉर्न क्लब्स में ऑलमोस्ट 14 स्टार्टअप जुड़े हैं इंडिया के साथ. The government is also working on a modernizations and expansion of Ayush e-marketplace that would help the companies to sell their products. So for e-commerce industries, government is also aiding the people who are behind the manufacturing unit so that they can actually be appreciated. Now the new category of Ayush Ahar would be introduced. Basically, जो Food Safety Authority of India उन्होंने इसको approval दी है, and it will help to get the herbal nutrition supplement in India. The government will also create a network for Ayush Park that would encourage and provide directions to the Ayush manufacturing in our country. So you can have a look on this infograph. This is a country-wise foreign tourist arrival on medical visas. This is for the data that was taken for 2013 to 14. And the orange in color represent the medical visas actually given, and the blue in color is for the medical visa attended. So the country which has visited India largest, the citizen of the country include Bangladesh, followed by Afghanistan, then Nigeria, Maldives, Oman, Yemen, and Tanzania. So these are the list of the countries that have visited India as a part of medical tourism and have get a state of art technology, basically जो medical equipments को लेकर के हो या जो advanced operations हो, वो सारी चीज़ें दी गई है in particular countries के लोगों को. So this is how India has helped and boosted its medical tourism. So this was all about for the fortnight current affair for the this year. That is for the April 2. We have a lot more other initiatives for you. Like we have daily news and editorial analysis. We have IS Gazette magazine, FCA, PIB, MPR, जो जस्ट ऑफ योजना और कुरुक्षेत्र है वो भी आपको मिल जाएगी हमारे प्लेलिस्ट सेक्शंस में. So do check it out. These all initiative will help you to sail through the journey of civil services. If you have any other concern, you can let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.